Welcome to the Wi-Tek product introduction channel. We'd like to introduce 250 meters PoE Switch to you. 250 meters PoE Switch, which is designed for CCTV surveillance. We have two product lines. The first economic PoE Switch, Tiny Power, is low cost and the most affordable product line. The second one is our High PoE series, which can work with higher powered devices, like the PTZ camera. Okay, now, we are going to see the first part, what is PoE technology and why we use it. First, a brief introduction to PoE Switch. Now inside the cables that we used for our wired local area network, they can be used to carry not only data but also power. So when you plug it into a device, you don't need a second power supply. It is really useful when you want to reduce the wiring that's needed for each device. There is a classic example, a security camera you've got one mounted on your wall. You want to run an Ethernet cable and power cable to it and then it will work. It would be much nicer if you just plug in the Ethernet cable and transfer the data and power at the same time. As with everything in networking, the IEEE has a few standards for PoE to help keep everything working properly. There are three main PoE standards and different power supplies. There are 802.3 AF, 802.380 and 802.3 BT. All three of these are referred to as auto-sensing PoE, which means if you plug a laptop into a PoE port, it won't damage the device. That is most of our switch's interface. From left to right, VLAN, system power, PoE, and link indicators. Dip the switch to select different working modes. Please look at the format, these abbreviations can help you understand our products. Second, let's take a look at the main features of Wi-Tek 250 meters PoE switches. Key feature 1, double uplink design to eliminate the bandwidth limit. The advantage is that if the router is damaged, the camera will still work. As you can see, if you use other switches with only one uplink port, each device is connected by a single cable, and as soon as the router is damaged, the other devices will be shut down. Key feature 2, different modes to meet all network solutions. Default mode, PoE transmit 100 meters, disable port VLAN. VLAN mode, enable port VLAN, PoE port just can send data to uplink. Port PoE transmits 100 meters with 100 megabits per second. Extend mode, enable port VLAN, PoE transmit 250 meters. Key feature 3, extend your network up to 250 meters. For small and medium-sized businesses, to break the PoE distance, Wi-Tek has developed unmanaged 250 meters PoE switches that serve as cost-effective solutions with robust features and are easy to use, with no IT management. Enable extend mode via the dip switch. The PoE ports will support data and power transmission up to 250 meters away. Perfect for surveillance cameras in large areas. Key feature 4, port isolation for higher security. Enable VLAN mode. The port will be isolated and easily divide traffic for downlink ports to avoid broadcast storms for higher security. Key feature 5, no need to reboot cameras by yourself. If your camera is dropped or unresponsive, the PoE Watchdog will automatically reboot it to keep the device always on. So most of the time, you don't need to go to the camera site to fix it, saving you time and money. Key feature 6, reasonable power budget. 250 meters economic PoE switches have a very low power budget, so some of our customers may be concerned about the lack of power. Like our two videos, these two products are labeled as 7 watts and 5 watts, but we measure a little bit less power, so don't worry about not having enough power. This is a simulated factory scene. Here is the control room. You need to install CCTV in the whole factory for monitoring, but the distance of many IPCs is greater than 100 meters. At this time, you can enable the dip switch to the extended mode so that the transmission distance can be extended to 250 meters, which can cover every device. 24-hour real-time monitoring. When the IPC fails, no longer returns data, the watchdog will automatically restart every 5 minutes until it gets the IPC data again. Part 3 Introduction of 250 meters Economic PoE Switch. This is the 250 meters economic line. Here are our economic products. They are made of robust metal, support desktops, and wall mounts. Different PoE port quantities, 4 ports to 24 ports, Megabit and Gigabit, and tiny power budgets, meet various requirements. You know, the higher the pixel, the larger the data rate. So if your camera is more than 5 megapixel, we recommend you use a Gigabit PoE switch. Less than 5 megapixel, recommend Megabit PoE switch. All of them support 250 meters long distance, PoE Watchdog and VLAN function. This part is our product mapping. You can know the differences between Wi-Tek products and other brands. This battle card can help you find out the potential customers. When customers ask you about the differences in products between two brands, you have something to talk about with them, and they will know the Wi-Tek product's advantages. Let's take a quick view. Here is 250 meters high PoE switch. We have 2 parts. First is product family. They are also made of robust metal, and support desktop and wall mount. Different PoE ports quantity, 4 ports to 24 ports, Megabit and Gigabit, support 250 meters long distance, PoE Watchdog and VLAN function. The differences between economic series and high PoE are that higher power budget and high PoE 60 watts. You can connect higher powered devices. Power budget is from 65 watts to 120 watts. Port 1 is high PoE 60 watts. The battle card allows us to compare with other brands. We have more functions. Let's take a quick view. Thank you for watching this episode of Wi-Tek's Product Introduction channel. If you find our content helpful, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay updated with more exciting content. Your support is our motivation to keep updating. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.